Hello, my name is Joshua Rochelle Bates, and I'm the Quality Improvement Communications Officer at Birmingham and Solihull Mental Health Foundation Trust. Today, in this special coffee break QI video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Microsoft Office Forms to help you with your improvement projects. So, if you're a member of staff at Birmingham and Solihull Mental Health Foundation Trust, or BSMHFT, you will find yourself on our lovely intranet. So, if you're a member of staff, what you want to do is go to the very top left here to click on applications, and here you'll find OneDrive, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and all the other Microsoft Office apps. We're looking for Forms, which is right here. What you're going to want to do is click New Form, which you can find here, and this will take you through to a blank form. So let's start a form around collecting consumer feedback or a survey. So let's put together a survey around quality improvement. So let's say we want to find out what people think about quality improvement communications. So for your form here, you can put your title, which I'm going to put as Quality Improvement Communications Survey. And then what you're going to want to do is click here to put a description. So I'm going to put survey to find out how effective QI communications are. Simple enough. So then what you're then going to be presented with is a list of different choices and a list of different questions that you can include in your survey, question types. So what's really helpful is Microsoft Office Form will give you some suggestions about what you could include. And these are questions that we've used on some of the forms before, which are quite fun. But let's make up some of our own. So if I get rid of the recommended ones, click Choice, you'll then be presented with your question. So let's say, how do you access QI communications? So option 1, email. Option 2, social media. Option 3, newsletters. Option 4, YouTube. You get the picture. I'm sure YouTube comes under social media, but let's just go with it here. So you can even include pictures onto that if you like. There's various little customization things that you can mess about with on a Microsoft Office. And so, for example, with this particular style of question, you can include another option so people can put their own answers in. And you can click down here so people can include multiple answers. So, for example, I highly doubt people would just, people will use different channels to access QI communications, for example. So you can include multiple answers here, and that should record that for you. You can make it obligatory to members of staff to put it out by clicking required here. So the next question, let's put like a text box in. So in your own words, how would you describe QI communications, let's say? And I think you only get a certain amount of words per answer for these. So, you could give people a chance to give an even bigger answer there for your more kind of qualitative answers. You can do things like put a rating, like how would you rate quality improvement communications? So you can then choose how many stars you want it to be out of 10. You can even change, whether you want it to be trophies, numbers, hearts. It's nice. But obviously, I would hope that QI communications would get 10 hearts out of 10. So let's give people the opportunity to put that in then. So, yeah, that's fun. So next, we can even do dates. So, what would be the ideal date for a yearly QI mega newsletter or something? we are just brainstorming here, so don't worry, we don't actually have any plans to unleash a yearly Mega QI newsletter, unless people want us to, in which case let us know. So, and in there people will be able to put like specific date in. You could maybe even do this for a project that you're running and be like, what date would be more suitable for you to attend something. I don't know, whatever you think would be more suitable to include here. We've got some other questions. We have a ranking chart. So let's say, how would you rate, how would you rank QI comms channels in terms of effectiveness? That sounds pretty fun. So you could put social media, newsletter, email, I guess. So people then have the option to kind of move these around, and that will be recorded. You can also do Likert scale. Yeah, so let's say, for example, we could put, how effective do you feel these channels of communication are? So, and what's pretty fun here is that you can get some suggestions of what could go into these options. So let's do that. We could put email, newsletter, social media, face-to-face. So yeah, people will be able to give you some feedback from a Likert scale perspective of how they feel about certain things. Be quite effective. Or you could include a net promoter score. So you could say something like, how likely would you recommend the QI newsletter to a colleague? So people can answer that. And again, and then finally, one of the other questions is, or another section you could put in. So for example, another thing you can add on here, which, where you could find useful with the QI project, is giving people the option to kind of add some form or like a photo or something to this, which can be uploaded. If you decide to use that, I'll leave it up to you to decide how useful that would be. So in essence, that's how you put your questions together. It's very, very simple. And what's also great is you can mess about with the style of it. So let's say, well, there's some pretty handy ones here, to be fair, but already generated, which have their own background photos and make it look really nice. So let's see if there's anything that's kind of more QI comms-y or communications-y. Not really a word, but I guess that one's communications-y. I don't know if that's an office or anything, but you can even change the color. So let's change the color to blue. Okay. So even from there, you get a bunch of different format styles, which I'm sure you'd be able to spend hours and hours just messing around with. I like that one. So let's leave it there. Apparently, you can even put in background music. So once you're done with your form, you can then go to collect responses. So you can decide, how you want to go about that. So only people in the organisation can respond. So you can do one response per person, so then you don't get any multiple entries that would affect the data. And you can copy the link from there, paste it into, whatever channel you want to put it out to, and start collecting some results. You can even get a QR code that you can insert and have it scanned so people can access it, which is pretty fun. So what happens when you start to actually get some results back? Well, what's really fun about this is that you can actually go and look at the results and see what the data starts to tell you. So here's one I've made earlier, as they would have said on Blue Peter back in the day. You can go through your results by question. So for example, these are questions that I put out to some members of staff who are involved in QI projects at the moment. So, for example, you can see, how informed people feel about QI comms and how that's presented. Service area, some of the quality feedback that we've got. So you'll get that listed there. Some of the channels, and then some more examples of qualitative data. So it presents it to you in real time as people are answering, and are really effective helping you inform, decisions in what you're doing with your projects or any work that you're doing. But this is just one use of using Microsoft Office Forms. I'm sure with a bunch of experimentation, you can do even more with it and have it fulfill a number of different roles for you. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this very quick coffee break QI video. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to get in contact with us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by.